Hello guys and welcome everyone for today's penultimate race in the LFM Pro Series, guys. Welcome to some goody racing coming up. We're sitting in voice chat. I'm not sure if Mr. Sibellini will be joining us. Let's see if that still works. Yes. That still appears to be working. Let's see, guys, we are coming up to racing in the fuck conditions. It's said mostly cloudy on this is going super well. So here's the thing. In the session it said, whenever I signed up for it, 27 degrees, mostly cloudy weather. Now, this is not mostly cloudy, is it? 75% of rain isn't mostly cloudy, isn't it? It's fucked, to say the least. I'm sorry for being that blunt with it. It's just utterly annoying. And I don't know, like, you put in... conditions out on your webpage, and then you load up the session and it's just utterly different. Like, why the actual F, you know? I mean, okay, same for everyone, but that just makes the thing that little bit more annoying, doesn't it? Anyway, it's same for everyone. And now it's just time for us to bring up... It's also forecast overcast and light rain. I mean, yeah, for practice it is mostly cloudy. Do they only show practice? Maybe I've also effed it up while looking it up, but I don't think I did. But that's just me right now, thinking out loud. It is what it is now. We'll have 2 laps to do a quali attempt. I'm expecting Alex on pole, me hopefully in row 2, and then we'll just take it from there. I've flat spotted these tires so badly. And I just keep doing it. How are you guys doing? I hope everyone of you is fine. How has your week been so far? A quick check, I have only GT3s ahead. With 1 GT3 less ahead now. I need a 10-second gap to GT3s. So I think my plan would just be to let that Porsche behind me go. And slot in behind. Make sure we see... yeah, not this, but... Or maybe that just works out the way I hope it works out. I have just one final shot. Maybe I judged it wrong and I just could have had another one, but anyway. Just to get a little bit of an idea how qualifying shall feel. Big lockup. We're coming for 25.6. Tires absolutely nowhere though. I can already see that these tires are nowhere. As we're coming in PB 260. Thousands, obviously, that is. So, exiting turn 3, the delta goes up 3.5 tenths. Hannes L, thank you so much for your follow on Twitch. Welcome to the scene, welcome to the crowd. So, I'm wondering if chat is broken. Is anyone there just, you know, typing in a message real quick so that I can see chat is not broken? Okay, something else that is broken is the weather to an extent. So, we're waiting at pit exit for the session to start. Oh, fuck. Come on. It's just todesdumm. Yeah, so that will bring up one issue. My best lap will be gone because when rain's coming, I don't have the tires for that. Although that might obviously be wrong because, like, if I keep these tires and just make sure to not burn them up. This is just starting the way the other qualifying just went. But yeah, the problem is I will be missing one lap of tire heat up. You know, when you have hardly any grip whatsoever going through the tire, as in this circuit, the tire temperature built up that gives you the best is running down the long straight with high speed. We will not be running down that straight with high speed. However, instead though, we are burning up the brakes. As we come in to serve our stupid penalty. Wunderlich, hello. Domshore Racing, hello, how you doing? Infinity Climax, thanks for the check. Thanks everyone for the checks. I appreciate this. So, 10 seconds stop and go, like as if it even would matter. But again, this is the thing. Usually my tires should have 45 degrees now. They're sitting below 40-ish. But anyway, it is what it is. I'll just bring these up to temperature a little quick by heating the rim a little harder. And then still obviously scrub them over the ground. And then I hope before the actual rain goes down, or maybe if no rain at all goes down, we'll eventually be able to set lap times. 26.6 to beat. Let's see how ready these tyres are after 1.5 laps, really. I think I did 25 something as a potential. Purple sector 1. Arguably one way of bringing up the tire temperature, another arguably one way of certainly screwing it up. Sadly I need this next lap. In case... well, it says no rain, but you never know. Too stupid to breathe normally. That purple must have been fake, yeah? Last lap. Safety corner. .6. I'm taking a little bit of a risk here because I had a bit too much fuel in it, haven't I? So I'll take a fresh set of tires. The rain spot should now be gone. The potential rain spot that thankfully didn't hit. Which means from here on... Yeah, grip is okay. Hi Nicholas. Hey MD. Yeah, we're grip. Better question is where tire temperature. I think that is the question to ask really. Well, let's see if my assumption was true after the first lap to have like 50-ish instead of 40 when turning into turn 1 on the tire temperature. Turns out it wasn't quite true. It's 48, but still 48 instead of 41. At the same time, with having better tires. So that should give us more boosty. I don't really necessarily think I have chance on the pole, but I should have a chance on row 1. Again, not necessarily with these tires now, but I have fuel for 4 more laps at least. If those bottom right things are correct. Which then should give me at least 3 more shots. Time is sufficient as well. Yeah, tires are not ready here. I'm taking no chances of this lap. Yeah, let's bring these tires further up to temperature. And see what they can do. Alright, this upcoming lap is equivalent, or the equivalent to what we set our personal best lap time with, so let's see how this goes. I think there is rain expected. I don't know yet. There was a chance at least, I think. Not pitch perfect, but a little bit of a better exit. Going for improvements, and we have 2 more shots left. Both fuel and energy wise, just about. Well, Ada and Sven are locked in as champions and vice champions, or runner-up, because of the 3 ridiculous amount of drop weeks. That was a bad approach. At least that exit was a bit better then. Should be just enough for row 1 at this stage. F. Ah, well. Quick pee break. And then let's see whether we actually start second. My understanding of this Alpine is that it is dead slow. Hello. In fact, the Puck should be the OP car besides the Ferrari. Which, you know, I'm not saying Alex got the pole because of the Puck being OP. That's not what I'm saying. But I assume that the Puck is the better car for her. Anyway, it will be an intense race for sure. It will be interesting strategically, to be honest. So let's see what everyone will be doing. Especially in case of if we're hitting potential rain. That's fucked. My strategy goes out the window that I tried doing because of this shit over here. You can't script it, really. You cannot. scripted. The thing is, I want to underfuel. But if the rain doesn't hit, I'm fucked. I'm just leaving it. Interesting tire choices, that's for sure. Mason Farmer, thank you so much. Appreciate it. So guys, this will be fun. I don't know what is the what is the chance of rain tonight. Guess we'll see about that later on. From the tire choices, I see everyone is expecting a race without any rain. Is it the right call though? Let's find out. It's a league race, yeah. This is LFM Pro Series. Sick Boy, thank you very much for your sub. Hello there and welcome. Thank you for joining the stream. So far, so good. This is the perfect scenario right now. Apart from the Peugeot leaving me in the front. That's not so much about the perfect scenario, but I'm not harassed from the back yet. Hopefully that stays like this. I would need to stay like that for my overall race plan in case it stays fully dry. To give you a little bit of a pointer, we have two limitations today. The one being fuel, 2.31 is the target on virtual energy. We used 2.33 in the last lap, which makes sense because it was lap 1, you know, everyone accelerating off the line. The second limitation is going to be the tire, which is I need to be below 1.9% of usage in order to not hit the cliff. We were above that last lap, 2.0, 2.1. However, fuel save race should help with that, especially since car gets lighter, track's gripping up and so on. Also, the tire temperature hasn't built up yet. We're still lacking 20-30 degrees from optimal temperature. Once they are in, we can speak about the actual tire delta. Right now my job needs to be to not use too much of the tire. You know, if I'm using 2.5, 2.6, that is a huge delta to make up for it. If I keep using 2.0, 2.1 for like 2 or 3 laps, that's not too much of an issue, because, you know, in traffic you're at some point gonna have a slow lap and gonna simply hit those 1.7 or 1.8, so you make up for that. But as of right now, I need to make sure. You can't seriously be right fucking race lap up, right? Be fine for a 4-hour solo race and just go die. Yeah. And this time it finally happened. This time I fucked my race. Awesome! Something I did not know is that besides the, you know, game untabbing, in-tabbing again, it deactivates the controller. That I did not know for it to happen. But it's good to know that we are aware of that now. Anyway, cars effed. Race is not, though. Race might only be effed completely if the rain doesn't come. Let's see. My problem is I'm sitting now in the draft and I'm just about hitting... Something more has crashed because also my dash doesn't work anymore. I won't stop at all. Plan is to do that at 0 stop. The only other issue I do have is I need to get by that car ahead of me. Thankfully the car just doesn't seem to be too much damaged. It seems to be borderline okay. As in, I should still be faster than car ahead. Alex Siebel in P1 was like a no chance anyway. So the best possible finish we can have is second. I have aero damage though, which is a big shame. No, the race isn't over at all. I need to see what lap times is Alex doing in average. Like this, we're having a 43 lap race. I'm well beyond limits on the fuel, so that all looks fine. The question for me is, go for a move ahead of the guys, or don't. Because like this, obviously I'm saving a shit ton of fuel. I have one severe issue though. I'm not sure if that is related to dirty air or the suspension damage. I'm overusing my front right significantly. And you know what? The longer I stay behind this, the worse this will get for my tire delta towards the end of that race. So as soon as we clear the first traffic wave, I'm going for a move. Maybe I'm gonna do a move within the traffic. Yeah. My damage has killed the race strategy to an extent. But I agree with you to an extent that I should stay behind. But I also fear that I'm just using up my tires a bit more in the dirty air. So now we see the extension of the damage at a 10th up the hill. Cody Simmons, that's great to hear that you love it. I think it's one of the best sims out there. Hey Elmo, how you doing? I'm significantly faster though. Here's my dilemma. I do know by right now we have 30 more laps to go, and these tires at best will last for another 28, I would assume. So I really need that fuel effect to burn off. I'm significantly faster right now. So in my ideal world, I need to make a move and then run into the distance, build a gap. Because those turns like that, they hurt me. My big issue is now that I can't create a run. My only way to create a run is here, but then with the damaged car, I'm having an issue. Slap the traffic will mean no chance unless I get such a better exit. You know, having a good exit Is it good enough though? The race would be looking perfectly if not for the crash in terms of tire management. But thankfully I need to manage the front right more than the rear right, so the front right is the tire it's gonna hit the cliff first. Right guys, I think I need to go for a move. This time we're in good position. Very good. Man, turning it through turn 3 is much more easier than in dirty air. Let's see if that actually helps with my front right tire issue. Done 14 laps, I got fuel for another 30.5 as per the line. Maximum lap that we will go is 43, so I can invest some fuel in order to try and pull a gap. Which in my opinion is pretty much what I should try doing now. This was my best lap in race. Yep, my wheel display is frozen. Because whatever app kept crashing in the background. Like I don't understand why this has happened in the first place. But yeah, this stupid race lap app thing. Was fine for a full 4-hour race, isn't fine for a 60-minute sprint. Yeah, the display freezing is none of the wheel's fault. That is surely a byproduct of that lovely race lap app deciding to just go die. I mean, in that sense, the crash is good, because that gives you guys a little bit of more excitement. Imagine if we didn't have the crash, we would now be like 5 seconds behind Alex, 5 seconds ahead of Robin. Nice, a death trap. Thankfully he goes slow enough. Alright. 27 laps of fuel left. 17 laps finished. Can even use more fuel. Not gonna lie, that's a bit fucked here. Yeah, very nice. Brought the guys back onto my draft. Okay, fuel is coming down, so is tire usage finally. Man, I get fucked again by traffic. The rain starts, we can put the hammer down. So you're gonna see me push a little harder now. Push harder in right-hand turns and push harder on the fuel. I really have a big buffer now. Just making sure to roll a bit through the left-hand turns. Yeah, 1.7 on the tire. Finally, that's coming my way. It's a bit fun, you know, as much as I hate that kind of 2-time double tire wear bullshit to an extent. It makes this one a little bit interesting because you're managing both. You're managing tires, you're managing fuel. I'm just trying to go as quick as possible, doing the strategically right calls. The thing is, if it rains, we have saved for nothing. If it doesn't rain, we need to save. So it is a strategically highly interesting race, as in what to do, what not to do. I'm gonna tell you, P1 is gonna go to the end, top 4 is gonna go to the end. I'm not too sure about P5 and further downwards. $22 laps remaining of fuel, 21 laps done. Yeah, I can afford that high consumption. Tires a bit higher again, but sort of close at the window. Yeah, while trying to take care of the tires, overtaking is a bit shit, you know. Tires are sitting absolutely spot on. We just hit halfway mark and I also hit halfway mark on the tires regarding the cliff. However, my benefit is in the first half of the race the car obviously was heavier. The car is now going to become lighter more and more. And that should bring down the tire consumption on the right hand side. I'm not gonna lie, to a certain extent I'm asking for no rain. So funny, on every downshift there is a micro lockup on the front. You see the red LEDs flashing on the, like when I go in for a right hand side turn. It's ridiculous. So Fabian Roth has passed Robin. I'm not sure yet if that is good or bad news. I assume it's rather bad news to an extent. The weather is overcast now. You see that little flick of red every time we go braking into turn 10? At least car balance is generally fine. And you see we do have a tire issue thanks to the damage on the temperature. Look how the temperature is distributed across the car. 76 on the left, 83 on the right, and then 71, 75 on the rears. And that is a race that should go onto the rear right, so... Yeah, probably my front right should have been similar to the front left. Actually better. Not better, but yeah, at least better than 53 right now. Anyway, 24 laps in, 19 laps of fuel remaining, so we're spot on. This is the pace that we can do. Pace as in fuel usage. We just need to keep the tire usage in check. And in case there's rain coming, which doesn't look likely for the next 15 minutes. Ricky Wild somewhere in between 20 and 10. .7 seconds to hold. That's good. So in case the rain comes, we do have the time to react on what everyone is doing behind us, which is going to be beneficial, of course. Clouds are changing to overcast. How much time am I losing with the damage? I actually don't know. Let me go for a push lap, because we now have clean air. just to see what the car can do. I did load 24s with a fuel tank, with a full fuel tank in a little practice session before. Heavy real roads. Should be similar to those conditions now, apart from the tire obviously being a bit effed. We don't go for push laps, okay? We just drive and don't die. But to assess the gravity of the situation, damage, I'd say, honestly, like, what am I losing to Alex Siebel ahead on an average? Like the 5 or 4 6/10 from qualifying. Should be reasonable then. Oh, hoppa. Well, we did a little bit of a push lap, didn't we? Oh yeah, that is coming for... what is it? 24.4-ish? 24.3 maybe? .24.2. Exactly half a second off the purple lap time of Alex in the Peugeot. Maybe deduct the 10th or 2 for the damage. I don't think it is that severe, in all honesty. I mean, it's significant, right? Like, we have a bent steering, we have a front right sort of smoking away a little bit. But it's manageable. And we have just 18 minutes to go. 7.5 seconds gap to the cars behind. So we can really take care on the tire. Don't do any silly stuff. Right, GG's to Alex. And just bring home that Falcon 1-2. Which it is, after all, you know. So, forecasts say overcast and light rain. Now is... yeah, Kharkov. I mean, Kharkov made contact with me 3 times. Once, I think I was to be blamed for. But any other time, Kharkov just, like, feels obliged to educate hypercar drivers, and now he's getting the penalties for it. It's just great to see. And you find it always... it's always the same people doing the shit. Hyperdrives, which of the improvements in the next update are you most looking forward to? To be honest, I'm yet to do a video towards that. So, tune in tomorrow. I'll eventually have it done, hopefully. So tune in tomorrow evening, and then we'll have a look into the updates. But namely, I think, I'm not sure, was there a video out? I mean, I've heard a couple of things, what is about to come and whatnot, but yeah, let's have a closer look in a dedicated video for it. I think it's a little bit of a lame update to me, if I'm entirely honest. Like, you know, of course, LMP3 car, probably. And then Barcelona, I think, is the track we're waiting for. Well, that's all great stuff. But apart from that, there's not too much happening in case the game is still pretty, I don't want to say buggy, but like there is a lot of stuff happening that's not supposed to be happening, right? Stefan Köhler. It's not easy for me in LMU right now, but keep going, you're rooting for me. You know, there has been progress over the last 2 to 3 weeks. Let's say today's setback is more related to RaceLab app deciding to close down mid-race again. And then that Porsche deciding to not turn in, I think. And eventually also, the most OP cars right now are the Ferrari and the Peugeot. And then Alex Siebel is just as skilled as me, maybe even a little bit more skilled. Certainly has more confidence in the current tire model than I have. But for that I'm doing good. Like the Alpine today is a handsome car to some extent. Doesn't have too bad of a balance. I feel but that is an Alpine issue. It feels notoriously understeer, and at the same time, with a 55.5 brake bias, I'm 99% locking up the fronts. But then there's one occasion where you suddenly, and it feels completely random, locking up the rears, and we almost spun around, as you've seen. So from that POV, I have to admit, I think it is a combination of the damage that we're carrying and a little bit of a car disadvantage. Again, Alex is doing a great job. Alex is a great driver. In the same material, he'd be head-to-head or ahead of me. But then, of course, if a car is significantly better, that is just spilling the tea. And I think Alex will probably agree in saying that he's not running half a second quicker than me just on a skill-based level. Yeah, we love GT3's blocking. So that I can assume that the puck is giving a significant benefit to it. But nonetheless though, he's quick, he's consistent, he's up there. And I think that is what matters in the end. So arguably me struggling a bit more, and then, yeah, obviously the car being damaged. You can say it's a fault of mine trying to fix a software issue mid-drive. For streamers, or better say for the spectators' entertainment, for the spectators' information flow. So because of RaceLab app dying, I restarted it. That froze my steering. It also apparently froze the LCD screen of my steering wheel. If not for that, I think we'd be running 10 seconds further up the road, but certainly not 28 seconds further up the road. So as long as we bring home second place, everything's fine. And I think at this stage, we're expecting overcast and light rain still as a forecast with 12 minutes to go. I may think that staying out on those slicks, even if the rain hits, might be the way to go. Now the IMSA license is surely not exclusive, and you never know. Maybe Studio 397 is at some point getting tracks like, I don't know, I really hope Road America. I want to see Daytona. That is a great endurance racetrack, I think. I know people would be rooting for Road Atlanta, but for me it's like really Road America. And what else is IMSA doing? Maybe Indianapolis could be a fun one. Sebring we already got. Kota we already got. Watkins Glen. Oh my god. Watkins Glen could be such a great racetrack. Yeah, arguably all they have to do would be like go to R Factor 2, take the old scans, do a remodel according to their latest track quality, and then just go for it, right? Release it. Probably not a license issue as far as I'm concerned. But then I'm not a lawyer and I don't know what the license agreement is all about. Maybe that's down to the game as well. Either way, let's say there could be potentials. As we have 10 minutes remaining. What's the tire saying? 33%? Yeah. Maybe we're gonna see this front right going into the red area. Within those 7 minutes remaining. Not 7 minutes, 7 laps. Actually 8 laps. Yeah. 8 times 2 is 16. Yeah, we're gonna see the front right going into the red area. Alpine sister car. Awesome. Race Lab app has just crashed again. It's biblical, isn't it? This time I'm just gonna, you know, leave it. I need to find new overlays, to be honest. Maybe I'm just taking the broadcast TV thing. My big pain is that I have significant information on RaceLab app that's telling me about pace, strategy, tires of different people. Things that I can't see from here, right? I only see the top 8, but I want to see everyone. Don't get me wrong, I'm not really interested in Laguna Seca or Long Beach as tracks for LMU endurance racing. I think Long Beach is a pretty Monaco type of racetrack already. Going there single car to me doesn't even make much sense. Well then multi-class certainly does not. Daytona, great. Sebring, great. Long Beach, meh. Laguna Seca, meh. Detroit. I'm not sure about Detroit. Haven't got a race. Like, is it also a street circuit? Watkins, great. CTMP. Meh. Okay-ish. Road America, awesome. VIR, awesome. Indianapolis, great. Road Atlanta. I'm not a Road Atlanta fan, but it probably is a great racetrack, right? So, how good are these tires still? 25-2 at the back. Ah, I lost RaceLab app. I can't even have a look. I'm sorry about that. I was just trying to see what is the pace difference between me. What is the 5-lap average that we're doing? That they've been doing? Yeah, where is the rain? I don't know what they have set up the weather for. Like, call it mostly cloudy and don't jump scare me with some rain that is not even ever coming. I'm not sure what they are doing at LFM administration. But either they are setting up the server in the wrong way, or I don't know. Well, this is weird. So 5 laps to go. Let's see if we still see the rain that is forecasted for since half an hour. Cool. I will soon be able to show you a page where you can see the price tags. I'm working on that with a partner. So at MD, we soon need to get a new command ready on the chat. But yeah, for now it is a GSI. It is a GSI Hyper P1. No, Hyper P1. And I don't know. I think it's. Is it $2K? Something like that. Maybe 2.3 even. I don't know. Like I've bought it with a special discount thanks to Daniele from GSI himself. So I bought it with a special discount price from a trade fair show, where it was, I think, it was 2K at the trade fair, and I think it was 2.3 in the shop. Yeah, like, not only GT7, like iRacing has the same technology with the radar and also the weather hitting at certain parts of the track. Like, you could have rain down in turn 4 and turn 15, but no rain anywhere else. But then also we need more physics of the paddles, we need a better way of, you know, where is the line drying first, how quickly is the line drying in the first place. You know, to me a race where the rain has stopped, I think it comes back to like dry tire conditions within 10 to 15 minutes, which in reality is not the case. Reality, I think it takes up to like 30 to 45 minutes, if we're entirely honest. I mean, I guess for a 60-minute sprint race, if you have some rain over there, you want to have changing conditions. What's up with you, though? Oh, that's a different story. So, 23% remaining on the tire. I suspect 3 more laps. Hey, Nicholas. Long time no see. How you doing? Yeah, race is fine, apart from the race lap app crash thingy that keeps occurring for whatever shit reason. Other than that, pace is good, strategy is good. Rear left is shit. As we can see, that is the tire that is breaking down first. That hit just the red zone. Wonder whether we are cliffing or not. Find out. I mean, if we're cliffing, and for this tire it is this corner, and then we just round we go. And if we just round we go, we're dying pretty heavily. Like, you know, Leclerc type of crash into the wall. Information laps. Ah, Nicholas, great to hear. Actually, shout out to Nicholas. Nicholas Motz has been one of our very, very first viewers, I think, back in the day when we started streaming 7 or 8 years ago. Here comes the rain. On the last fucking lap. Well, on the last 2 laps. There is a Lexus without a rear wing. How is that even going straight? Don't kill me, thank you so much. Nicholas Motz has been one of our first viewers back in the day, and also a viewer that has donated a lot of small amounts to fund me for my first ever rig, so thank you so much for that, Nicholas. And as you just prove the point, I want to say thank you so much for becoming an Emoji Access member on the YouTube channel. Bro, enjoy the emotes. I should probably update them hashtag soon as well. Lots of things happening on that channel lately, as we also found the front right tire in the red area now. Anyway, with the rain coming down, yeah, we just locked up the front. Well, anyway, 10 seconds and funny flat spots. Can't wait for the flat spot to hit at 300 kph. Let's see what happens. Yeah, box. Boy, yeah. I don't think it's the rain, or is the track already dumped? Oh, saturated grip. Yeah, now like the tire is just down, and I think I'm very, very close to like cliffing on those tires. And if they cliff, you completely fall apart. You just see it with, we're losing 3 or 4 tenths per corner. And it doesn't necessarily feel bad, don't get me wrong. It does not necessarily feel like it's bad on grip or whatever. But you just see the delta going up and the rear left lock-in. Yeah, I need this race to be done. I'm not gonna lie. Sebring is done with the race. Kudos to him. Stellar performance in the book. And I'm just taking it easy. The second place. Locking out the Falcon podium. Well, it's not Falcon podium, it's... Fabian got the place back on the last lap. No, wait. Robin was ahead. Let's see whether they fight. Anyway, track's now dumped. But also the race is done. Second place. Very good for the championship potential. I think we still could be looking at P5, P6, P7 in the championships. That's great. Alfred, thank you so much for your follow. Guys, if you enjoyed the race, then please have a follow and Twitch subscribers on the YouTube channel if you haven't done already. I appreciate your support. As we're coming back to the pits. Not even sure if you're making it to the pits. We might make it on the e-motor. How about that? Thank you, MD. I'm out of energy, really. I mean, the tire would probably be ready for it to do so. Yeah, not the greatest of races that I've done, but whatever. I sadly can't tell too much about the Musa stuff, since I'm not a user of it, as you can imagine. We're parking the car. What a race. I mean, at least it had a little bit of excitement with that crash, right? Because otherwise it would have been plain boring. Not gonna lie. So I appreciate you guys' time, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Again, please, if you did enjoy the race, then have a follow on Twitch. Subscribe us on the YouTube channel if you haven't done already. Watch out for tomorrow. I'm planning to bring a special video on the updates of LMU, and then additionally on Sunday, the VMS Pro Series, the next esport race in the Ferrari around, I don't even know where we're racing, but I should probably start figuring it out because I need to do some practice for it, right? Until then, guys, have a great weekend. Remember, daylight saving in Europe. Daylight saving in Europe is on Sunday. I need to see whether that actually has an impact on my schedule. So we'll think about that. We'll think about that one. Anyway, let's have a rate to Brendan Lee. He is live, the former F1 champion legend on Le Mans Ultimate. Give him a follow, give him a shout out, give him your attention, and have a great evening, everyone. See you and bye bye.